Hey guys, it's Casey and welcome to a late night video. I am currently in my pajamas and wanted to shoot a video for you guys because I wanted to say a few things. I just wanted to kind of get it out there. One, you will notice that I have no makeup on because this video has a lot to do with myself and self-image, I guess, in a way. But first thing first, I want to say that I had the distinct pleasure of going to the St. Jude's Hospital fashion show in Rosemont this past weekend on Sunday. And as always, I go every year, and as always, I'm just amazed at the strength of these kids and the families and of St. Jude, because they're determined to keep childhood cancer gone. I mean, that's their whole thing, is they want to eliminate childhood cancer because no child should go through that. And I met amazing people. I met an amazing family who have been helped by St. Jude. St. Jude changes lives every day. And I don't mean just changes, I mean changes. They save lives. They give kids a second chance at life. They strive for that. And St. Jude, no child is turned behind due to race, religion, any background, and the parents' inability to pay. All children are taken and treated, and that's just what they do, and it was an amazing event. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, the other day, I was meeting someone, and I shook their hand, and I'm left-handed, and I shook them with my left hand, and they immediately noticed the scar on my wrist. And if you don't know, I have a good scar across the majority of my wrist. And if you don't know, that's from, I did a previous video on it, last April, about 6 months ago, 6+ months ago, I fell and broke my arm. And until then, I've never really had any huge, massive scars that altered the way my body looks. Most of my scars are internal, either because of my ear surgeries or my sinus surgeries. Like, most of my scars are not visible, and I mean, I have one under my chin, but what kid doesn't? Most of my scars are not visible, except a few. This was a big one. This was nasty. I mean, I had 24 staples in my wrist in only about that big of a space. It's about 2.5, almost 3 inches. I had 24 plus staples in my wrist and had to do physical therapy for 6 weeks. And, you know, I have pretty full range of motion back in it. But the other day, someone asked me if it bothered me that I had a scar. And I had never really thought about it, because to me it's just, I guess, part of me. Like, it is what it is. It's part of my body. And I don't look at anyone else's scars and think anything other than, oh, they probably have a really cool story to tell, or I wonder what that story is, or I wonder what happened. I don't ever look at someone else's scars and think negative thoughts. Yes, you know, it's a talking point, but I've never looked at anyone's scars and thought that they were ugly or less beautiful, because everyone's beautiful to me. And I do mean everyone. And they asked me about it, and they asked me if it bothered me if I had it on my wrist. And it was visible because I'm a left-handed person. It's the top of my left wrist. I guess it's plainly visible if I shake hands with someone. It's right there. And the answer is, up until then, no. Do I like that it's still shiny and pink, and that it's 6 months later and it still looks like what it did like the week they took my thing off? And no. But at the same time, it doesn't. It's gone through a healing process. It takes about a year for my particular injury and surgery to fully heal, and I'm only at the halfway point. My hands are pretty identical except a little bump here, and I have a slight bump when I put my hand over, like, the incision. There's a bump, which the doctor, I'm pretty sure, I recently had what's it called, an ultrasound done on my fingers to check like blood vessels from it, and they could feel the screws, which is not bad. It's just because it's close to the surface and that bone is right there. It's not hidden. It's not like this bone that's down here kind of and there's skin. It's pretty right there. You can feel your wrist bone when you touch right there. But up until today, it says something like, I had never really thought of it in a negative way until then. And now I'm kind of thinking that's all it is it's just a reminder of that I am no longer, I guess, like, I guess what I'm saying is now I look at it as a reminder of that I'm no longer pure because I have a massive 3-inch scar on my arm and people see it. I do put scar stuff on it so that it does diminish. But basically this video is that I wanted to make a video and say that no one should be judged on their appearance, what they wear, what they say, what they do. Everyone should be taken as a human. And I think in this day and age, humanity is kind of a dying breed, almost, because we tend to judge people very quickly. And I do it. I know I'm guilty of it. And I try not to be, because I've met some of my best friends in the whole world. I've met some of my best friends from just opening up and saying, okay, we're very different people, but I am going to let you be you, and I am going to be me, and let's see. Let's see where it goes. And they have become my best friends, most of them. So I guess, and I'm currently sick, as always. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't judge people by what they have on the body, whether it's piercings, tattoos, scars. Don't judge them, because you never know. Everything tells a story. That scar tells a story. That piercing tells a story. That tattoo has a story. That mark on their body is a story. It's them. It's who they are. It's their journey through life. It's what's made them them. This lovely thing, here is what's made me me. And it's what's made me the last 6 months. And it's been a big part of my last 6 months, because I had to, break my arm, go through surgery, go through physical therapy, get it back to where it was pre-accident and pre-fall. So it's just a reminder, let's exude love and positivity and not get bogged down with the negativity in the world, because there's plenty of that already. I don't think that we need to add it on to each other. So remember, love each other. Don't judge a book by their cover. Don't judge people by their scars or by what's on their body, because you never know. I know lots of people who have been judged by tattoos, and it's for a friend that passed away. But that person never knew that, because they just immediately wrote them off because they were tattooed. So, love everyone. I love you. Didn't really want to have to make this video, but I thought it was very important. So, I hope you guys have a good night. And it's late. I'm going to go to bed. It's been wearing on me. That's why I just felt the need to kind of turn on all my lights and set you up and talk for a little bit. So, thank you. And I will see you guys later. Sorry that this is the video for this week. Once again, this is not what I had planned, essentially. But I was laying in bed and it just kind of, I was thinking about it. So felt the need to come on and say, what's up? So I hope you guys have a great night, have a great sleep, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.